10 concepts of learning how to learn. Learning how to learn is an important step, which will help you become more efficient with learning and understanding things. This is vital because it will allow you to become more efficient in understanding information and data, even if it is a little difficult at first. Being more efficient will allow you to use better resources, such as educational material or books, to improve your proficiency with a topic. This will allow you to understand the material better and make it easier for you to learn. Using better resources will help you learn mastery of the topic. This mastery will have many benefits, such as having more knowledge and understanding, and the ability to communicate to others in an effective way. Being able to communicate effectively will allow you to explain parts of your learning in a better way. The best time for learning is when you can optimize yourself because you are fresh and not tired. This is why it is better to learn in the morning than it is to learn at night. While you are learning, you need to consume information that you are thirsty for. The best way to do this is by consuming information that you want to know more about or that will help you become more proficient at something. You can find these resources by asking questions or by researching different resources, such as books, lectures, and other forms of media. Here are the 10 concepts of how to learn. 10 concepts of learning how to learn. 1. Take the time to absorb new information. Be patient when you are learning something. You have to take your time and be willing to give new things a chance before you master them. Please don't rush into it, or you won't fully understand the material. For example, when trying to learn something new like playing an instrument. Patience is important. You can't just pick up an instrument and start playing it well right away. You need to be patient and practice regularly if you want to get better at playing your instrument. It takes lots of practice before you can play your instrument well, and you have to be patient if you want to succeed. Either way, patience is one of the most important skills you can have. 2. Have a goal in mind. Without a clear path, it will be difficult to know if you are making progress or moving in the right direction. Before you start your journey, decide on what your goal is. For example, I want to learn how to play the piano. This sounds simple enough, but it can also be the difference between finishing and abandoning your journey altogether. It's one of those pieces of advice that seems too obvious until you forget about it. Make sure that you always have a goal in mind. When you are learning something new, have a goal in mind. You will be more motivated and have a clear direction in mind. 3. Pay attention to your present learning. Most people ignore the things they are learning at the moment. They either think about what they are going to look at next or how they will use the learning material to solve a problem in their life. As a result, they do not absorb what they are learning and become dissatisfied with the information. 4. Try to apply the learning. There are many reasons why a person may not be able to learn something. One of the most common reasons for this is the lack of trying and a lack of effort put into learning. Try to apply the learning in as many different ways as possible so you can get the most out of what you are trying to learn. This will help you remember it better and will also make it easier for you to use it when needed. There are different ways to apply the learning in your life. You can do this by simply trying it out or by visualizing yourself doing it. You can do this by either speaking or writing about what you learned and sharing your ideas with others. You should also try and actively use the knowledge you gained from what you have been learning recently as often as possible. 5. Learn something new every day. Be sure to learn something new every day and not just repeat the same thing over and over. You will learn how to learn faster because you will get better at it. Have incremental learning, which means you can learn something small or learn the basics and then build on that over time. For example, if you wanted to learn to play the guitar, you could start with learning the foundations of what you're going to be doing and then get a book about chords. Finally, when you feel comfortable enough with these foundations, you can start learning songs. It's pretty satisfying to have knowledge piled on top of knowledge. 6. Learn more than once. If you learn something once or twice, it only takes a few seconds of your time learning. However, learning every time you encounter a problem is very beneficial. This is called the learning effect. The more we learn, the easier it becomes to remember. The more we learn, the stronger our memory becomes. This is because when you learn something new, you make new connections between related thoughts in your brain. These connections strengthen and reinforce one another with every use, so they are far easier to access later on. 7. Learn in chunks. Using methods such as flashcards or shorter learning sessions instead of longer lessons is good because it allows you to absorb more information in a smaller time span, and you will be able to learn other things faster. If you learn for too long at once, you will get tired out quickly and not remember everything you have learned. 8. Take a break. One effective way to learn something is by taking breaks every so often during your learning sessions. This will allow you to replan what you have learned and perhaps what you would like to learn next. A break will allow your mind to rest, and that can make a big difference in how motivated you are to learn the material. 9. Avoid distractions and interruptions. If you are learning something, you must limit interruptions as much as possible. Interruptions will cause you to lose motivation for the learning material and might cause confusion in your head. Also, once your mind goes off the subject, it is hard to re-establish focus and concentration. People who are easily distracted will spend less time processing new information than those people who are not easily distracted. 10. Learn regularly. If you are learning something for the first time, it will take a long time to learn something. Therefore, you must do it as often as possible to learn faster in the future. We learn almost everything from repetition. The more you do something, the less it takes in time to do it in the future. In summary, now that you know the 10 concepts of how to learn, you can apply them to your life and learn faster than ever before. I discussed the benefits of each one to understand more about why you need to learn effectively. Understand that learning is personal and what can work for others may not work for you. But as you learn, you will know what will work for you. It is important for you to learn from your own ideas and reasoning, which will make you more productive with learning in the long term.